And then we also have this big box right here. This one came from Caddx. And this is I was gonna wait till they get, I'm pretty sure they're gonna get a new edition or a updated version of this, but I couldn't pass it up, so I decided to pull the trigger and go ahead and order this. So first thing first, out of the box, I ordered the Caddx Vista FPV a camera, VTX, and receiver. Whatever, I guess you can call it the air unit. Yes, iRock is going digital HD. Digital HD. So what you have in the box is instruction manual, specs, have the antenna, and a mount, the wire connector goes to your flight controller. You have the camera and air unit in itself. So this camera, it has a 19mm connecting mount. Then you have the air unit, basically has a VTX and receiver in here, no DVR, USB. So if you had the DJI remote control, you can bind it to this, the FPV remote control. I won't be using it because I don't have it. I didn't order it, the transmitter. I'm just gonna go with my FrSky Taranis XD90, and I have a Crossfire receiver. So, and then since this already has a VTX installed, we're running the VTX for this. Hopefully, it's long enough to fit in my 5-inch quad. Move. And for the grand finale and the showstopper, we have the DJI FPV system, or goggles, HD low latency. Now this box is smaller than I expected. This is a very small box. That's real tiny. So here you have is the bag, carrying travel bag, case, whatever you want to call it. Not gonna fit with it. Looks like instruction manuals, booklets. We have the I think that's a left-handed circularized polar antennas, 4 of them. And then battery connector. Speaking of which, and then it's a USB-C connectors, cable. And finally, we have the goggles itself, the FPV goggles. So this is really tiny. This is small. Yeah. Pretty surprised how small it is. So here you have your buttons. Look like this is your record button. This is to change your channels. To adjust your binoculars. And then you said also can change your field of view. I'll figure that out later. Then you have your like HDMI cable or USB-C connector here, and then this is for your micro SD card. And all the antennas. So I think these antennas come with a SMA connector. So there you go. Let's make a quick comparison. So here I have is the Fat Shark HDOs. So the DJI is, yeah, it's lit. As you can see, it's the length is the same, it's just the height is bigger. It's not a big deal. You look, Fat Shark's a lot more skinnier and narrower vertically. It looks like you have bigger lenses. So that's a quick comparison. And if you compare the price between the two, you're getting a better deal on the DJI than you are buying the Fat Shark. not only because you're getting digital signal and a lot clearer and high definition image to your FPV feed, but because it already comes with a receiver built in. And the price for this, I think it's going for $529.99. I think if you buy the Fat Shark HDOs or HDO2s, they retail about $499 without the receiver, which I have here. This is a LaForge, I think V3s. I don't think LaForge is in business anymore. And this is analog, and this can run you about an additional $80 to $100 at least, not including antennas. The antenna you have to buy separately because this is diversity. You have to get 2 antennas. So if you look at it, $499 plus another. Even if I lowball it, $60, you're looking at already $559. And antenna you can probably get at least $10, $15, $30. Yeah, I mean, by the time you get everything to get this up and going, you're spending more than what you're spending a lot more than what you are spending for this. So if you're looking for great value and a bargain, I recommend going with the DJI FPV goggles, especially because now it's digital and HD quality. There's a big difference. I always said the one thing that was holding back flying FPV is analog signal going to your goggles. I said the day someone made your FPV feed HD, would be the game changer. I know when I first started, the Connex Pro Sight came out, but the only problem with Connex was the transmitter was so big. Yeah, it's pretty big. And I said, if they was able to make it compact and downsize it, that would be the game changer. And this is the Caddx version. I know that DJI Air Unit version is a lot bigger than this. Can't make a comparison, but because I don't have one. But this is like back in the days in the Connex Pro Sight, the transmitter is probably 3 times bigger than this, and that was only the transmitter. And what you have here is you have a transmitter and receiver built into this unit. So that in itself is pretty amazing. How small and compact it is, and a lot lighter. And even the camera, it's small. Cameras are getting a lot smaller, and they probably get a lot smaller as technology gets better. So, and this is, even if you for example, if you go with the DJI remote control, the DJI, DJI, some people DJI, but we'll point it out. You're saying DJI, no, I'm saying DJI, but the DJI FPV remote controller. You go with that, you actually save money in the long run, because this comes with a VTX receiver and camera all in one, and this retails about $149.99. So normally the analog camera will cost you about $30 average, and then the VTX it can range from $30 to $60. So you're looking at $60 for both camera and VTX, and then another for the receiver, another $30. So you're like $90, and that's in analog. And then not including you have to buy the antenna, which can cost you another $15 to $30. It's adding up. But this one is basically plug and play, or bind and fly if you have the DJI remote controller. I think the only thing you have to do is solder this cable wire onto here, So yeah, iRock is going digital, FPV style, HD for the very first time. It's been a while since I flew FPV. Yeah, this is pretty small. Yeah, not too bad. What do you think, folks? So yeah, looking forward to that. I'm gonna build a 5-inch 6S FPV drone in the near future. But not only I'm gonna install this into my FPV drones, but I plan to install one of these into. Well, I'm gonna install one in my JK Max. Take it out on trails. I'll probably do some live FPV feed or live streaming FPV style, not only in my drones but my RC ground RCs, my scale RCs like the JK Max or even the Cape Waste one. Just working out how I'm gonna do that. I think I figured out the way to do live streaming FPV. I know a lot of people. I mean, you can get the DJI expensive remote control that you can do live FPV feed, but that costs about that remote control costs over like $700. I'm gonna go the cheaper route. If you folks follow FPV drones, one popular FPV pilot, Mr. Steele, he does like analog live feed or live stream, I think on Instagram. I'm gonna take it one step above that and do HD live feed. Hopefully I get it all figured out. But that's it for this live stream. I hope you folks enjoyed this live stream. Everybody's doing great in the world. I know it's tough times right now with everything we're going through this past year. I want to support yes, Black Lives Matter. I know sometimes that Black Lives Matter. iRock is support of Black Lives Matter. I'm against I'm against police brutality. Even me, I get nervous when cops are around because you don't know how they're gonna act. So yeah, but yeah, I know tough times in this time of in the world. It only can get better. So gotta think positively and hopefully positive things happen. I support Black Lives Matter. So for my next live stream, take care and God bless and aloha. Shaka. Am I out? Am I out? And I'm out. I don't know. Sorry if the beginning of this video had some technical difficulties. YouTube's been acting a little weird. Yeah, so try to do my best. Aloha.